Well, thank you. I want the record to be very clear up front that I'm not a geologist or geophysicist. I've never drawn a geologic map. I've never generated a prospect. I've never selected a wildcat drilling location. But I've spent most of my career trying to help create an environment where good explorationists had the technology and had the incentives to generate prospects and had the funding to drill the really good ones. It's impossible to succeed in this business without good people, good technology, and adequate funds, normally more than you think you really need. That's the first thing that I know about exploration. The second thing I know about exploration is something I learned not from geology but from shooting craps. You can't win if you're not at the table. I believe that with all of my heart. One of the secrets of being, quote, lucky, close quotes, is to give yourself enough chances to be lucky, to roll the dice or flip the coin enough times to have some success and to avoid gambler's ruin. It takes exposure to be successful in exploration. You can't stay on the sidelines and evaluate. You have to be in the middle of the fray, drilling holes in the ground, testing ideas. You have to be willing to be wrong a lot to be right every now and then. You have to be willing to expend a lot of time and effort on prospects that don't pan out and on wells that don't work out in order to have success. The poet Randall Jarrell said that a good poet is one who, in a lifetime of standing out in thunderstorms, manages to get struck by lightning 4 or 5 times. Well, to a greater extent than we'd like to admit, that's what we do in this business. Stand out in thunderstorms, managing as best we can with the geological and geophysical tools at our disposal to periodically get struck by lightning. Exploration is somewhere between shooting craps and poetry. The third thing that I know about exploration is that it's more risky than we think it is. Whatever the probability of success that we assume for any given wildcat is almost always too high. Therefore, any good explorationist will pay attention to the downside as well as the upside. Now, that doesn't mean that he will avoid drilling very risky wells, but it does mean that he will manage his resources so that he can drill more and more expensive dry holes and still have the capability to keep going. This means he will have a portfolio of prospects with varying degrees of risk and reward. He'll find lower risk wells to drill and production to purchase that will assure his continued survival if all his swings for the fences fail. This balanced approach has been key to both the survival and the success of Newfield. The fourth thing that I know about exploration is that focus works. One of the most successful explorationists I've ever known in terms of cost to find new reserves worked Lincoln County, Oklahoma his whole life. He knew about every well, every lease, every log in the county. What he didn't have in his files, he had in his head. He saw things that other people didn't see because he knew things that other people didn't know. Continuity, having the same people in the same areas for long periods of time, is a way for larger companies to get the benefits of focus. The fifth thing that I know about exploration is that being successful almost always involves working with others. The best prospects are generated by geologists and geophysicists and engineers working together, each bringing their own particular mindset and technology. Even the gifted oil finder, maybe especially the gifted oil finder, is more effective working in a team environment. To spread risks, it's important to bring in other people's money. To achieve higher levels of technical analysis, it's often helpful to work with partners and with suppliers and with vendors. And of course, the way prospects are in the United States these days, it's almost impossible to have a prospect where you control it completely. So good relationships with other people are a very important part of exploration success. In closing, let me just say that the most satisfying thing in life is to start with nothing and wind up with something. That's what parents do when they have children. That's what entrepreneurs do when they start businesses. That's what poets and artists do. And that's what explorationists do. When they tap into a deposit of oil and gas that has been laying there for millions of years, carefully hidden by Mother Nature, and voila, we found it.